Indonesia and Southeast Asia continues to grow economically, socially, educationally, in the way that it has been over the last decade, for the coming decade, then 10 years from now, these development partners may have very different roles, much smaller budgets in the region, and if these civil society organizations are still dependent on those development partners for most of their funding, they may find themselves in real trouble. So this is going to be a real challenge for these CSOs to figure out over the coming decade, to look for alternative domestic sources of funding, whether that's private philanthropy, individual or corporate donations, turn themselves into membership organizations, income generating activities. There's a whole range of things that they could be doing, but many of them have not tried a lot of these techniques, and it will be challenging, but this is something that they're going to have to tackle if the region continues to be as economically successful going forward as it has been in the last decade.
But I think that in addition to strengthening our partnership, we have to continually work with our governments, continually work with our representative to make sure that the enabling environment is there for women to be politically represented, fairly, equitably represented in political office, and to make sure that in the end, our ultimate goal of having women's political representation, which is creating a more equitable, prosperous women's society, can be achieved. Again, with regards to funding, of course, we prefer to have financial support from our donor agencies, but I think it should be thought about how we can communicate our work with various kinds of corporations who have dealt with the issues of equality and the promotion of rights for marginalized groups. Would be a wonderful opportunity for us to move forward.
The strength of the CSO, they have the network where we as a companies do not have. And also we can avoid also conflict of interest if we do it by ourselves. And the biggest impact we have by involving the CSOs, by reaching those other stakeholders where we do not have any connections.
Ya, saya kira dengan setting yang sudah 2 tahun ya, masuk tahun ketiga sekarang, di mana ada partisipasi dari berbagai masyarakat sipil dari berbagai negara anggota. Nah, itu saya kira adalah satu bentuknya untuk filling the gap. Ada persoalan gap yang dibicarakan mengenai level of participation, level of engagement antara CSO dan state, antara masyarakat sipil dan negara. Nah, ini dengan memberikan banyak kerjasama sehingga ada proses sharing yang terjadi, itu mudah-mudahan itu bisa membantu juga proses engagement secara keseluruhan.
Have you already engaged with them? Have you talked with the SOM General Officer meeting on economic cooperations? Have you talked with them on the Ministry of Trade of the ASEAN? I don't think there has been any chance to talk with them yet. That is the thing that has to be created, that's the thing that has to be improved. Social protection in relation to the labor movement. ASEAN in 2015 is a free labor for a skilled labor. How about the unskilled labor?
We're not talking about a democracy or even a democratic transition. We're really talking about political liberalization. Until we have the election of 2015, and you do have a change in power that is really fundamental, you actually have to talk about the environment liberalizing. And that's where we're at the stage now, with the 2014 ASEAN meeting coming, the 2015 potential transition elections, with civil society filling the space that is happening in this top-down transition.
Sekarang dari adanya sebuah pendekatan regional, informasi itu bisa diperoleh di tingkat regional. Jadi kan informasi ini ada nih, di ASEAN ada begini, ini ada aturan begini, saya mau tanya nih, ya dengan kementerian bersangkutan yang bekerja dalam satu blueprint line of action ya, tindak lanjut dalam blueprint ini di departemen tertentu. Kita mau ngobrol di mengenai ini karena kelihatannya ada kepentingan bersama, kami menangani ini dan pemerintah tuh punya kepentingan untuk menjalankan ini. Nah itu jadi proaktif, informasi, mendapatkan informasi dan identifikasi siapa aktornya.